Welcome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the production on the invoice that we had previously created. Prior to doing that, though, I want to go over a few of these um, GPOs, OSP, because I get a lot of questions on what those are. So let's discuss that for a minute. OSP is oversized pricing, which we went over in the console area of how that works and what that means. If there's a check mark, that's obvious that I am using oversized pricing. GPO is garment price override. If somebody comes in and they change this pricing just like this, you're going to get a check mark here stipulating that somebody has changed the default pricing within the system. So you'll know if that happens. Now you can easily uncheck that and it'll default back to where it should be. Embellishment side of this, QO is quantity override. The reason for this is there could be a lot of reasons, but one that I'll give you is, let's just say that you have a job that they want 100 pieces, all of them printed on the front, but they only want 20 of them with this particular back print. So if you went in here and you had another production, added another screen print for the back, TeeCal is going to default to these 49 pieces, assuming you want to print them all. If you don't want to print them all, that's when you come in here and you put, I only want to print 25. Now keep in mind, you're going to get this check mark, and you're also over here, the price is going to change because you went from a quantity of 100 or whatever it was back down to 25. So it's going to associate exactly what you should charge. Now we'll uncheck that and it'll default back exactly the way it should be. Miscellaneous charges, I don't have any, but you can actually add a miscellaneous charge any point in time. So if we left off a screen charge, we can add that, hit the quantity, and then there you go. So again, let's go back to our embellishment charges and let's go ahead and do our production information. This is what we're going to give to our employee, our screen printer in the back, so that he can appropriately print this job. So I'm going to select production information, and I'm going to have this pop-up screen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill out this information so that when we're ready to print this job, he has everything in his hands that's required to do the job. So it knows that I only have a one color print, so it only gives me one line item. So I'm going to click edit. I'm going to say we're going to use ultra soft ink, we'll use union, and it's going to be a black print. And I'm going to hit save and close. Now let me go back to this again, and I'm going to hit edit. As you can see, if I didn't have the particular color in my system, I can easily add it very quickly right here by clicking. If you have a new manufacturer, it's not in your system, easily add it. Don't go to the console, or I'm sorry, don't go to the control panel because it's time consuming. We want to do things very quickly, so that's just why we put these for referencing or to add colors very fast. So now what we're going to do, so that puts it in. Now it wants to know what is the mesh. We'll just say we're going to use a 156. We're going to stroke this one time. There's no flash required. And if I have a particular comment referencing this, then I would put it right here. These are production comments referencing the whole job. So keep in mind that this would be a line item. This would be the whole job. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get my art that I'm going to use for this job. So I'm going to hit import image. We'll select the item. We'll click open. Very quickly it comes in here. This is 100% cotton down on the bottom left. This is a t-shirt. Now it asks me what side of the t-shirt it is. It's going to be the front. And our image appears. Now I can associate that image where it goes on the shirt very quickly, and that way our production team can see what we're going to do. Now down here where it says location, there's a lot of shops that are particular on the location that these shirts are printed prior to going to the back, especially if you have a customer that is stipulating where he wants this print. This happens sometimes, so I want to give you the option to be able to set a location. Some shops may say, I want it 4 inches down from the collar, 3 inches down from the collar. Old school, I want 4 fingers. I mean, anything. This is where you put that. It doesn't have to relatively be a number. You can type in anything you want. So I'm just going to put in, this is the location. And I'll show you how that prints out here in just a minute. Now keep in mind, the location is associated by size. Okay, so you can come in here and you can put location for every single size. You can make this to the T of exactly what you want. Okay, so I don't have any production comments. Now, on this right here, it says production sheet complete. The reason this is here is because in our console, we have a tab that says incomplete production sheets so that you can keep track of the production that has not been completed. So I don't want that in my console because it's finished. So I'm going to select this check mark right here, and I'm going to select save and close. And everything's saved correctly, and we'll hit OK. That's how quickly you can do your production. And now I'm going to show you what the printout looks like that's going to go to the back. So I'm going to click on preview. It's asking me what I would like to preview. We're going to select production. I'm going to show you what the summary looks like. So we'll leave this selected, and we're going to hit preview. Okay, so now what we're looking at is our production sheet. As you can see, it's exactly like we put in, ultra soft black, 156 mesh. We're going to stroke it one time. This is the shirts that we're printing, and this is the location that we talked about if you wanted to add anything to that. All the information that's needed to print this job is right here. If I left something off that you would use in your shop, put it in. You can put it in comments, or you can put it in the line item comments too. But they can see what they're printing. They know what's going on. And a lot of shops will also print this in a larger view to give them a different aspect of it too. So that's the production sheet. And if you had multiple sides, you would see one for the front and you would see one for the back. I'm going to hit the print preview again. Oops, I hit the print. I'm going to hit the print preview again. And we're going to preview one more time here. Okay, I must not have selected the production summary. I wanted you to see this because the production summary comes up first and then our production worksheet. Summary is all about quality control. And what I mean by that is this is there so that when the job is printed, whoever's boxing it up is going to look at the prints, they're going to count the shirts, they're going to verify everything is there, and somebody's going to sign it and date it. I want to know who did the job. So if there's a discrepancy, I know who to ask if there was any problem. So this is a production summary. And that's the overview for the production information. Very easy to do. Print it out, associate it with the boxes, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching.